Boys, if you are looking to establish your own lane kingdom in the mid lane, look no further. Today, we're breaking down Chovy's Irelia. Look at the last 20 games of Irelia on your screen from Chovy in Korean Challenger. One loss in the last 20. Look at the CS per minute. 12, 11, 10, 11, 9, 11, 10, 10. What the hell is this guy doing in order to net himself such huge CS advantages and take over the game? Today, we'll break it down. We'll show you guys how to build your own CS leads through wave management, through pressure laning, through side laning. You'll learn it all. I think Chovy at the moment it looks like he may actually be the best mid in the world. In contention, Chovy, Showmaker, and Knight. These are the three best mids in the world at the moment. BDD last night played Showmaker in a best of 5 and got rolled in most of the games. Huge CS advantages coming up for Chovy. This man, his laning phase is absurd. So today, we'll break it down to you guys how you can use this in your own solo queue game to climb some divisions. Before we hit the riff, guys, if you enjoy my type of content, make sure to leave a like on the video. It helps me out a lot, and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you're looking for an active Discord, boys, you can ask me questions inside of it, get OPGG reviews and stuff like that. I'll put a link to my Discord in the description below. Heading into the laning phase now, guys, you can see it is Irelia versus Sett mid. At the end of the day, there's a lot of outplay potential for the Irelia, but traditionally, I would say a Sett with Lilia jungle setup is very potent. So Chovy in the early game, look, he can be ganked and he can be set behind, but there's definitely kill pressure if he plays it right. A little bit of a skill matchup in the early game. You're going to weave around the Sett, try and land your E, get your passive stacks with the Conqueror, and potentially you'll be able to get 100-0 all in. You can see him move in. He starts the Q. Q onto the wave, looking to weave some orders in. Takes a pretty bad trade, but at the end of the day, he's got the lane shoving. It's not a hard shove, okay? It's a very slow shove. This will enable him to hit level 2 first. But the wave is not so shoved that he can't get the all-in. So you can see on this next minion, he'll be level 2. Let's see if he goes for the all-in. Q's for level 2. Q into the E. Wave, weaving the autos through. Doesn't quite get the full stacked Conqueror, but you can see he gets a positive trade there. And already putting lane pressure onto this Sett. It was a slow shove to make sure he got that level 2. Look for the all-in, try to chunk him as much as possible. Now in the next wave, he'll hard shove, gets a ward over onto the enemy red buff. He knows that the Lilia is most likely in the top side now, so he needs to be very careful of this. Lilia probably went, red wraiths into the blue, and then maybe we'll try and look for a top or mid gank, so he needs to be careful of it. Well, 3 now. Q's into the Sett. W coming out. You can see how he weaves these with really long-range Irelia autos. Just to take that positive trade, but still has the prio. Moving back a little bit, being just a tad cautious. You see here, there's no point sitting too far up right now. It is prime time to be ganked by the Lilia. As the Sett comes in, gets the yellow trinket in the lane. He hasn't missed an E yet, has he? Has that passive ready to go, but isn't able to get anything onto the Sett in this early game, but does already have a big farm lead as he moves into the river. Puts the Ignite instantly onto the Kalista. Nautilus flash auto, Q's in, picks up that kill. And what else can they get? Flashes out of the way of the Sett, and the Nautilus picks up the kill. That's Kyria. And he picks up a kill for himself, and he's going to try and get this Scuttle Crab as well. Really nice move. Good outplay. And he's going to hit up a base now. Let's see what the first item purchase is going to be. Always nice to instantly ignite onto a champion with heal. Because when they want to heal, of course, you want that Grievous Wounds on them so they heal a lot less. If you do it late, you don't really want to ignite to finish somebody. A lot of times, you know that's going to be 100-0. You know you've got to look for that like all in. So igniting to start with is always a very nice move. And the Vamp Scepter picked up for the Irelia. Wants a little bit of sustain and the boots to get a little bit more mobility to evade ganks and skill shots. The wave is perfectly situated for him. Holds that W onto the Sett. Sett takes a positive trade. But Irelia almost has that Conqueror. Look at him weave in the Lilia, trying to get a gank off Cheeky, but can't get anything. And you can see the wave, it is, I wouldn't say it's a freeze, but it's slow shoving back in to Chovy. Does this get... He doesn't miss E's. Why does my E's miss? Queuing forward. Q's in. Dodges out on the set damage. Oh my god, what a chunk. Pops the emote. Chovy is known for using a lot of emotes in solo queue. He has a large array of emotes. Some of the best ones. Oh, if he landed that, that was 100-0. You can see him looking to try and get the kill onto the set. Can't quite get it. And you can see when he shoves these waves, there's nothing to do under tower. He moves in to try and get some... Oh, the set is trying to... He assumes the Aurelia is looking for a bot lane roam. Oh, Lilia dodges out. Look at the pressure he's chunking up though. Dude, looks for that all in onto the set. Can't quite get it. Level 6 now. Do we see an ult? His Q, 2 seconds. Ultimate. If he had enough mana here, boys, he would go for it. Oh my god, I wish I could play Aurelia like that. That was beautiful to watch. And you can see he's soaking up all of the Lilia's time while this Eve gets a nice clear. And he doesn't opt for the back. One thing I noticed about Chovy, guys, is he backs very rarely first as he picks up the kill under the set, just obliterating this guy. He very rarely backs first, okay? He'll overstay. He'll stay for such a long time in lane until he gets the perfect time to base where he'll take it for a massive item spike. It's really... He has a very strange laning phase in comparison to a lot of other mid laners. It's very hard to compare. Like, he just backs a lot less. He's out on the map for much longer farming, eating resources, which makes a lot of sense. And you can see, obviously that Vamp Scepter is going to help him sustain. Now it's going to be into the Cutlass. Of course, Blade of the Ruined King will be rushed for this Irelia to get such a potent 1v1 onto a set who wants to get a lot of health. Probably opts... I mean, what does sets even build these days? I wonder what he's going to go. Triforce into like a Deadman's or something? I'm not sure what he's going to build. But you can see the wave it's situated very... He just lands. Very good for this Irelia. You can see using this mobility. Set ult comes out. And the thing is, like, good luck with that because now he's just going to sustain it all back up and now you don't have ult. It's pretty sad to see. And already, guys, 35 to 70 CS. Chovy is double his CS at 7 minutes. And has the Eve ganked him once? No. Yes, the set got slightly behind because of that river fight. But, I mean, this is such a huge CS advantage. Just netted from him pressuring in lane and just not missing CS and have a better back timing. That's all it is. So he moves in the river, grabs that up. What's he opt to do with the wave now? You can see he puts a ward deep. And then if he pulls this wave and doesn't clear it, it is a freeze. Moving in, trying to deny. Don't you dare touch my ward. Look at this Chad. Moving in. Can't deny it, but has that free pink gold. Thank you very much. Back he goes. And the wave is still a slow shove into him. His flash is up in 30 seconds. What's the move? Dodges out on the Lilia. Has ult. Ult's in. Pops the ignite on the Lilia. Lilia flashes away. Set moving in very aggressively here. Here comes Kyria. He's going to queue onto these minions to try and heal quite a lot. Look at the sustain though. So absurd. Over the 10 CS per minute mark already. I don't know. How does he get? Where does all this farm come from, man? He just has access to this extra minion wave or something. And he's gonna wait out the wave here. Played a little bit cautious. He doesn't have his ultimate. Not much kill pressure. The Thresh is hovering as well. And I'd be surprised if he backs before his Blade of the Ruined King. 4-man dive coming in. Oh my days. And he's going to drop, but he stalls enough time for the Kennen to get a counter onto the Thresh. So it takes 4-man dive mid lane to kill him. And he even still almost lives. Really well played. I'm super excited to see Chovy in the world stage against mid laners like Bjergsen. Bjergsen's going to Worlds this year, boys. Bjergsen versus Chovy hype. But more so people like Knight. People like Caps. But, I mean, who's to say Bjergsen's not going to pop off at Worlds and TSM's going to make it out of groups? Look, I'm not going to jinx it. Maybe they will. Who knows? Not me. Game state, 700 gold lead for Chovy's team. Blade the Rune King has now been picked up and he is ready to go. Absolutely disgusting amounts of damage in his kit right now. Ultimate on a 30-second cooldown. Be careful here not to take aggro and then the set. Dude. So he's not taking aggro, so it is very annoying for this set as he clears the wave. These Lilia mid lane ganks are so disgusting. Set trying to move in. E comes out. Has to flash out here, but is he going to drop? Ultimate? He does drop. Overextension. That, like, you feel bad for him, but he's playing a tad too aggressive without vision. Just a tad. If he had a little bit more river vision, I'd be happy with that type of strategy. But always remember to play it on your vision, guys. And he gets caught out. Gives a kill over. And the enemy Kalista is getting disgustingly big as Nautilus comes up. They should be able to pick this kill. Eve goes... Oh, Eve gets hooked. She's dead. The gold lead may swing. Chovy coming out of base now. Gold lead straight to blue side here now, boys. And they'll pick up the dragon. Looking like a very close game. I like it. Qmax for the Aurelia, followed by Emax, then Wmax, of course, guys. Wait, but how strong is Lilia, guys? It's so disgusting. Everyone's been picking this Evelynn as a counter pick. But it seems to work pretty well. Control ward, put top side, clears some wards out. Even level now with the set. I want to see him 1v2 these bloody goddamn campers, man. I want to see him do a play. He has the items. He just needs the right scenario. Okay, finally the Eve is hovering mid. Perfect. He can play now super aggro. Wait for the Eve to come in. E misses. Unfortunately, that would have been a kill. But the Herald dropped mid. He'll grab the plates. Thank you very much. Says Chovy. He'll move in and grab this up. Unfortunately, they can't chunk the tower too much more than that. Looking to kind of look for an invade on the enemy blue side. They spot out the Lilia, I believe, and he'll move back into the mid lane to look, try and set up another gank. Super hard for this set to play now. The set going for the Sunfire. Super defensive. Eve comes in. Picks up that kill. Nice execute. Okay. And that's a nice little setup. What is this set builder? I genuinely don't know. He's 50 CS behind though, that's what I do know. As the Kalista is picking up the mid lane farm. Chovy will never base letting a wave hit. He'll never waste anything. And last night, boys, the game. DRX versus Gen G. BDD versus Chovy. Really good matchups, but you saw Chovy a lot of the time ending with either the favorable matchup and a 50 CS lead, or just simply doing well into an uneven matchup. He hard carried so many of the fights, and he actually, the fight that he ended up hard carrying the most was a Sylas game. He caught out Ruler with the enemy had an Ocean Dragon and won the game when he's playing his Sylas. That Qmax GLP Sylas, I did a video on it not too long ago. Such a good pick to have in your repertoire when the enemy has picks like, I mean, if you look at this game, you got so many beautiful ults in this game. Sylas definitely wouldn't have been a bad pick. As the Phage comes out. Probably going to be for a Black Cleaver. Think about it, guys. Imagine how much armor the enemy team's going to have. Bladed Rune, Black Cleaver. It's a really nice 1v1. Armor shredding setup. As you can see, Chovy is slow to kill the cannon minion because it's going to kill one of those creeps. Even just one creep, he's still ready to slowly play strategically to try and deny. Did you see that? It's the little things. Nothing is free. No free lunches. W. Lilia. Skill shot dodges. Hecarim looking to come in. Q, Q, Q. Ultimate lands. Playing very patiently here. Making sure these minions are very low health just so he can queue them up. Rather re-engage or disengage. Damn, he soaks so much pressure and still does well with it. When I got to verse Chovy, I played into Pyke mid. His Pyke mid. I cried to myself as I got demolished. But it was fun. I learnt a lot. He has a very difficult lane to play into, as finally his team backs him up. Kyria stealing everything this game. He'll move in. To be honest, I thought he wanted that. I thought he was going to take it. He's got to go and grab the mid lane wave now, boys. 70 CS lead at 16. Things we got to think about. Okay. Scaling. Who scales better? Scaling, I would give to Chovy's team. I think his scaling, I think Kalista falls off pretty hard in comparison to Senna. Nautilus, Eve should be able to get that Lichbane Death Cap, start one-shotting the Lilia. And of course, level 16 Cannon 3 items are going to be doing wonderfully. So when you're in a comp that scales better, you shouldn't be too pressured into getting huge risks in the early game. As we see Eve do exactly what I was talking about and get that pick onto Lilia. That's why it's picked into it. You can pick her off. She has no escapes. And she will get absolutely rolled as Chovy picks up a second item at 17 minutes. It's the Black Cleaver I was talking about. To counteract this armor that's going to be coming out from the set, from the Hecarim, from the Thresh, they're going to have a lot of armor, and the Black Cleaver will help shred it down and start doing true damage. Ult's almost available. Oh, there we go. Elance. Ultimate misses? Question mark? And that should have been a kill. You can see the Blade of the Ruined King slow is really nice actually for Aurelia. I don't play much Aurelia myself, but I imagine using it to land your E for the slow is probably very, very important. Shoves the mid lane. At what time will he get a Flame Horizon? I say 23 minutes. As he moves in and grabs the Gromp and the blue buff. Okay. I guess this is what we're doing with the jungler now. Give me these resources. We got a crashing mid wave, but he's probably going to sack it to try and get the Herald. No downtime in this, man. Is there? Like, his gameplay, there's no downtime. It's always resources. Always looking forward. He'll kill this as quick as he possibly can and move back into the mid lane. Him having this Herald is going to help him maybe if he wants to side lane in a couple of minutes. Or a minute. And then he can drop out on these outers. We'll see what he does with it. Picks it up, moving into the top side now. Enemy knows he's there. So quick, my god. W. Oh. No comment. Simply no comment. Pure greed. World's greediest player right there. Even bluest flash. Evelynn coming in. Continuing to prove my point why this pick is so potent, even in pro play, as a counter. That's why we're seeing so much Evelynn at the moment. Does well into these squishy APs like the Lilia, like the Nidalee. Boom. You pick them out, they're dead. And he should be dropping into the side lane now. 20 minutes. The side lanes are very, very attractive for him because he can shove the waves and grab all the camps. He's on his way top lane, guys. What do you guys think? Do you guys think he does the camp or not? I'm saying 80% chance he does these Krugs. Because the wave on the top side is not crashing yet. Downtime, take resources. Always think how you can excel yourself with gold. The natives into the side lane. 200 CS at 20 minutes on track, even with 2 ints. Imagine what there's like. It's 10 CS per minute every game. Doesn't matter if he trolls, doesn't matter if he ints, doesn't matter if he plays bad. It's 10 CS per minute. And that consistent gold spike throughout the game and items, it's so crucial for him being able to carry these games. As ult comes out, picks up the kill onto the Lilia. Looking now, picks up a double. Nice little outplay. Kennen TP's in. Has the Herald now. The thing, like, you just knew eventually he was going to make one of these plays. As Thresh comes in, he lands. Trying to weave these autos. He doesn't have a wave really at the moment to try and maneuver in. There's a wave now. Let's see if he looks for it. We'll probably heal to full off this wave, by the way. Yep. So much sustain. What's the game plan? There's no objectives. Baron is kind of not really the greatest of picks. He'll stay in the side lane, it seems. Clear out some of the enemy's wards. Doesn't want to hard commit for top side, just in case. Gotta remember the enemy Kalista is 240 CS at 21 minutes. 5-1 with almost a death dance completed. These Korean Challenger games are nuts. Enemy AD carry, I'm pretty sure, is a random as well. It's so strange that these randoms are like, you know, they're like, if they went into the LCS, they would absolutely demolish a lot of the top tier LCS AD carries. And these are just random players in Korean solo queue a lot of the time. Up and coming Challenger Academy players, stuff like that. Recurve bow coming out next. It's going to be a Wit's End for the Aurelia. Getting some more attack speed. Some magic damage as well. Doesn't have the teleport, guys, so splitting in the lane that's closest to the Nash is usually best. If you're teleport, splitting far side to the objective is usually the best option. That's my thought process on it. So, like, if there's a Baron up and your team is pressuring it, you have teleport, you want to be the furthest point away from the next objective, pressuring with the teleport, so that if they come to you, your team can either take the Nash or you can teleport across. And you're the furthest away for them to deal with. So you can see, let's see how this team fight plays out. Ultimate misses. Toby trying to zone out the Lilia. Gets knocked up. Lilia's there. W's in. Q's in now. Hecarim looking, doesn't quite get that dodge. Looking to try and land the E. E lands onto the Hecarim. Q's in. Oh, he's going to get burnt down here. Thresh has to flash in and picks up that kill. That's going to be a Baron now. As that will bring the gold lean back. The gold will be back to even. As now, almost a 1k bounty onto the Kalista. If Kalista dies, they win the game. Simple. Third dragon also going to go over. Senna with the Black Cleaver build. Double Black Cleavers, I'm not sure. I guess it can work. They're going to be shredding a lot of armor. The dragon looked to not be contested by the enemy. Let's see. Chovy going to ignore it. He can't make it in time, so he's going to go top side. Almost has that Wit's End completed now. Dragon goes over to the Hecarim. Soul point will be up in 5 minutes. It's a Cloud Soul. It's not the best soul, but it's still extremely relevant. People, for some reason, think that Cloud Soul is like, oh, it's a useless soul. It's actually still very strong. It does, even if you don't have like insane ultimates or need the MS or whatever, like it still does so much for your team. Because it's extremely underrated. you should be contesting it. As the Wit's End should be completed now. 3 items. Yep, 3 items completed. And he's so strong now, I need to see him look for a pick onto the Kalista. Queuing in. Dude, these ultimates though, but Kalista, Hourglasses will drop. Will she drop? 1,000 over to Chovy now. Picks up the next kill. Lilia's too quick, man. I don't know if he can gap close this, but he picks up a double kill there. A lot of money over to Chovy. That Kalista, man. Very deep. Uses the Hourglass to dodge the ultimate away. Has eyes on the Lilia. He's on blue buff. Let's see if he can try and pick her off. Oh, that is so unfortunate. And instead, he gets probably going to get that Gromp afterwards. Ultimate in 45 seconds. Pretty aggressive. You saw Chovy even in the series last night. Sometimes he gets picked out on these side lanes where he's greeding for farm. Sometimes he'll get picked out when greeding for farm. But at the end of the day, he's confident that the item advantages he'll get from that type of greed will net him more wins than he loses. So obviously he's got it worked out. Last item, second to last item, Death Dance. It'll probably be Death Dance into GA, I would assume, is the build setup for this Irelia mid. As, oh, what time did we get Flame Horizon? He's got 130 CS lead. Maybe I was right. I swear I said 22 or 23 minutes. They slow shove that wave. Oh, the Thresh is coming in. Ultimate does land finally. Looking to try and slice the Hecarim. Gets the Hecarim. Playing really patient, just weaving these autos onto the Lilia. Q's in for the Lilia. Now going to focus this Kalista. He lands on the Kalista. Thank you very much. Third kill. And that is a quadra kill. Okay, over to the Irelia. And he's so much stronger than Set. Like, Set is worth half of what he's worth, whatever that is. Absolutely. I mean, Set wasn't even part of that fight. You didn't even notice the guy's so useless. The guy's a Sunfight deadman's the hell. The Chovy shreds them down that fight. Super hard to deal with. He's full health. And they'll drop an inhib off this. It won't quite be an end, I don't believe. 27 minutes because Hecarim's up in 5. They can't quite end. But anything around about 30 minutes, if you've got a wave and a fast shoving team, just run down mid. Don't do Baron, don't do Dragon. If you've got a wave, run down mid and end the game. A lot of lower elo players don't realize when they can end, and I see it so often. They'll go and they'll get an ace at 30 minutes and go and farm a side lane. Everyone group and run down a lane. You'll probably be able to win the game. Death Dance completed and the stopwatch for that GA later on. Oh man, I'm excited for the next fight. He has his Flash Ignite, has a stopwatch, 4 items. I don't genuinely see how they can deal with him unless he gets like Thresh hooked. Moving in. Flashes onto the Kalista. He has Ignite in the Kalista. Does Kalista just straight up die? Yep. See you later. Emote to mid-team fight. Thank you very much. Picks up the kill onto the Lilia. Is this is only one left? Only Hecarim is alive now. 29 minutes in. And 300 CS for Chovy. 150 for the Set. And a lot of it, like, he could have 350 farm this game if he didn't get a little bit greedy on a couple of those fights. Man, I need to vote, like, even my own gameplay, man. I need to learn a lot from this guy's laning and this guy's wave management and side laning. It is so oppressive to verse a mid laner like this. You can never count them out, and they're going to be so stable in the mid to late stages of the game. So that's going to be the VOD review. That's going to end it. Hope you've learned something and enjoyed it. Until next time, I catch you later. Peace.